What's going on, everybody? We're back again with another video, and this time I'm working on my coworkers here. I decided to put my cosmetology license to use, and we're gonna do some color today. So this is a wave cap, or a cap to just pull when you're doing the coloring. Instead of just doing highlights, you're kind of doing like frost tips, I believe it's called. I don't know the terminology, man. I don't really do this that often. So this we're able to do some color. He wanted to go with a very vibrant red. And it's been a while since he's actually processed his hair. So we just started quick. And honestly, this service doesn't take long. If you can move, like, I felt like I was moving as fast as this video is making it seem like. If you can move pretty quickly, you can get the whole thing done. Besides the processing time, like I'm talking about cap pulling and, applying everything. You can get that portion done in about 12 to 15 minutes. But the only thing that sucks is like processing time. So the first time he had to process, that took about like 25 minutes. And then on top of that, we left his hair in the semi-permanent hair dye. We left that in for another 25 for that red. So it worked out. Definitely takes its time. But this was a fun process, man. I haven't done this since cosmetology school. I'm trying to figure out if I want to incorporate this into my services. The only problem is that processing time of them waiting. Like, I can get a whole nother haircut in, but some people have sensitive scalp, so it would have to be worth the while of like what the appointment time would be and how much I would make through that. So I'm trying to figure out where I would start with that. I put a poll up, like if people wanted to see color services, which I don't mind doing them. As long as it's something like this, I really don't want to deal with highlights that often. There's a lot that can go wrong, and especially if people are using like Just for Men or something, like that's metallic dye, so that has a lot of error, and there's not a lot of time to fix that, especially when you're trying to move to the next appointment. So maybe later down I'll incorporate it, or if like family members ask for it, I got them, coworkers, whatever the case. But for clients, it would have to make sense for me to offer this. There's plenty of barbers out there that would love to do this. Right now, me building my clientele, I want to focus on haircuts. Also showing off the product. He went to a seminar from his, I believe someone he went to barber school with, and she taught him how to do this, but she was using the Danger Jones product. So he went out, he bought all the products for everything. I was just applying it and making sure that everything was going well. We did a 20 with a powder as well. So volume 20, we did a 1-to-1 ratio, and I let it sit for like 25, I think it was 30 minutes max. That was the max we had to do for that. And then right there, you see me using the back of the comb just to make sure the whole hair is getting covered. The whole piece of hair is getting covered rather than just one side of it, so it just processes evenly. And you do that throughout the whole head. This is pretty simple, self-explanatory. Just a little video for you guys if you wanted to see how to do this. I can leave the instructions. But yeah, he didn't really want the tone. I really like how this blonde came out. Unfortunately, he wanted to go red, but I thought the blonde was fire. We were just coming up with ideas. He's a 49ers fan, so I was like, damn, you could do like half the skull, like red, whatever the case, or you could do like a zigzag pattern, whatever we were trying to do, we could separate it. But he just wanted to try out the red for first. So this was pretty much that. I think if we were using a volume 30, he would have lifted higher than he did. He left it at like a level 7. He was essentially trying to get to like a level 9. So I didn't want to leave the processing on there for too long, the bleach. So we just did the 30-minute max, washed it out with the purple shampoo, make sure everything was good, nice and clean. And then we applied this, I believe this is a semi or a demi. I don't know which one this is. It was part of the kit he bought. But it was a good product all in all. So if you guys are looking to get into this, it's really not that hard. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to lie to you. You can watch this video over. You can ask me some questions. There's a bunch of videos on Instagram showing you how to do this too. But also, the instructions are on the bottle. Like the lightener and the developer literally tells you like, hey, this is the ratio. You could use a scale if you wanted to. And this is what it looks like applied. And then you're going to see what it looks like the next day. I tried to just, get everything in the camera, but, I left before he could finish that. So right here, this is just the next day of what the processing came out to. Came out to a pretty nice red, pretty vibrant, if you ask me. If we would have got to level 9, it would have been like that cherry red, which I think was essentially what we were trying to get to. But unfortunately, we didn't lift to that level, and we weren't going to do a double processing. But I'm going to catch you guys next time.